The simple notion of genius is problematic itself from a critical race perspective. The idea of genius is also a human construct, really largely of the 19th century. And it is something we simply have to let go of. Because if, in fact, you believe that there are geniuses out there with remarkable consistency, the geniuses that we have been told are geniuses were, in fact, white, cisgender men. Picasso, Van Gogh, Monet, Auguste Rodin, Modigliani, Ernst Hemingway, Alexander Pushkin, William Shakespeare, Stravinsky, Bach, Beethoven, Kant, Heidegger, Schopenhauer, or Jean-Paul Sartre. Brahms, his symphonies are still superior, and they will be considered as such until we have a conversation about genius. Our promotion of music theory's European quote unquote supreme geniuses at the expense of so many American genres, and not just jazz and bluegrass, of course, has greatly impoverished our American music institutions. Such genius is only conferred by the white male methodology that is Schenkerian analysis, the final determinant of genius. There can be no question that the entire concept of genius is closely linked to the idea of both whiteness and maleness, a point that should always be made when one brings up genius. This was Heinrich Schenker's point, exactly, that white German men were genetically fitter than others to produce works of genius. The European masters were actually just composers like all others, but not inherently better. There's still so many people, they still believe that Brahms was a better composer. They just don't want to make the link to whiteness and maleness. And I'm really, really grateful to people, especially white colleagues and friends, who sit with some discomfort and say, you know what, let me rethink some of my own ideas of genius. Do I really believe that Brahms is just a better composer than Black composer X from the 19th century? I would never say one was a better or worse composer or genius. I don't use words like that. That's just silly talk.